Hi there, Capricorn. Welcome to your end of August 2024 General Tarot Update. It's Rena here. So we are going to see the last days of August going into September. Wow, what is happening? Put two piles here and just pick from the piles. Alrighty then. Okay. Heart of the matter is the Five of Wands. This is a card of, it can be a combative energy sometimes, like you're clashing with someone, but it can also, and it can be a card of competition. So in the workplace, a dog eat dog environment, everybody out for themselves, but it could be something positive. And with a sign like Capricorn ruling the 10th house of career, I would not be at all surprised if this could be something positive, like you um, either looking for an opportunity where this can happen, or that you have found yourself in this opportunity. And the reason I say that is that this can be a card of being surrounded by people who are bringing their A game to the workplace. In other words, we can all probably tell stories of working with people who were just putting, kind of going through the motions, not really like invested in excellence, and just trying to get that paycheck. And I don't believe that Capricorn people are that sort of person typically. I think that you do believe in a job well done, and you also are ambitious. And this is a card that I associate with ambition. And that's what competitive people are. They're ambitious. They're trying to get ahead. And it's always about the means of getting ahead. And there are some people that stay in their lane and that believe there's enough to go around, and they can just feed off of the positive energy that others are putting out who are really good at what they do. You know what I mean? So it could be something positive like that. In the past position, we have the Fool card, and this is a card of the 0 point. So being at a point, and it's funny because I'm thinking of Aquarius being at 0 degrees of Pluto, meaning that for Capricorn people, now, of course, this is not at all true. uh, in reality, I was going to say this is the cusp of your second house. I mean, it could be true, but it's not necessarily true. Pluto could still be in your first house if you have Capricorn rising very easily. Um, but I'm just saying, it's poised to go back into your sign on September 1st. So this reading is for the rest of August. And the reason that I say this is that you're going into new territory with Pluto and Aquarius. Pluto has been in your sign for about 16 years, okay? And I shouldn't have said you're going into it like it hasn't been in Aquarius. Of course it has, but I'm saying it's at such an early stage. And so this is new territory for you because you'll never have this again. You never had it in your life before, and you'll never have it again in your second house. This can be a time of wealth, even for some people, when Pluto goes into their second house. But now it's poised to go back into your sign, and therefore, um, you may have things to revisit about personal power, what constitutes it, and that kind of thing. But it comes from within. It's not something that you're looking to the outer world to either blame or praise. Um, so you're getting ready. I mean, you may have felt this shift that you are going into a whole new situation. Maybe it is a new career path. Maybe it is that you have been single for a long time and now you're going back into the fray, and um, willing to put yourself out there again romantically. The higher message is the Ten of Swords. This is a card of betrayal. So this may have indicated that that is something that you have had to contend with. But it's also, and this is what I think, since this is the spiritual message, this is a card that um, you're, that the bottom, that you've hit bottom and you're coming back up now. So you've gone as far down as you can. And I like to think about this sometimes when I'm thinking about different cycles in life, because sometimes it does feel like everything is either taking 3 times as long to achieve, no matter how much effort you put into it, or it just isn't happening at all. And at a certain point, you have to say, wait a second. Um, I really want to have my life back, but we can't have everything how it used to be. That's not, first of all, that goes against the principles of expansion or growth in life. It would be regressive, to go back to how things were. But we can't literally do that anyway, because life is always shifting, morphing, changing. Kind of like a flu virus. I'm just kidding. But anyway, that's a good sign. That's a hopeful sign. What crosses you is the wheel. This is the Wheel of Fortune. This can mean, and this is the card. Now, they don't show it on this deck, which is the Light Seers Tarot deck, but the Wheel of Fortune typically will have a person underneath the wheel. There's somebody on top and somebody underneath the wheel to show how life is a cycle. That's what the wheel, I think that's one of the reasons that in this deck they just call it the wheel instead of the Wheel of Fortune, because sometimes people are too quick to glom onto, oh wow, fortune, luck, and they're not seeing that there are cycles in life. And it's important to see cycles, because if you don't, you can miss the fact that if you're having a downturn, it's going to get better. That Ten of Swords, so, feeling like everywhere you look, there's some kind of treachery going on. And I think too, with Pluto in your sign, that you may have seen the dark side of other people. And maybe you did have some event at some point when Pluto met your sun, was close, to your sun, where you had to face the fact that your personal power trumps trying to put your power in, I mean, trying to give somebody else that power, or believing that their power will somehow empower yourself. This happens so often when we look to authority figures to kind of make us feel safe. And it's ironic because Capricorn is the sign of the authority figure because of your ruler Saturn. So anyway, that can affect you because who knows, like with this, if this is kind of more on the negative or toxic side, this competition, you might be in a place where that no longer is your way of living, and yet you can't fully grasp that you're in a totally different place. Like this being your past, I mean, this could be the recent past that you've entered this new phase of your life. And what that means is that you have to embrace that and not cling to the typical way that you might have had of kind of doing things, which could be represented by that card. Okay. What's coming in is the Ace of Swords. I get a kick out of this. It's a little bit quirky with that kind of what is it called? Mollusk shell or whatever they call that. But it's like the third eye region, the light kind of pouring out that indicates this sense of knowing at a higher level about what's going on. This is a card of mental clarity because it's an ace. It's a catalyst type of thing. So it means that the clarity that you have allows you to push forward in life because you have a clear sense of your direction and what your purpose is. This can also be a new idea that you come up with that is very helpful. I mean, it could be a new idea for a business because we have here as the outcome card, Eight of Pentacles. Pentacles relate to earth energy and therefore practical matters like business, money. They have they're also called coins, pentacles. This can also be some kind of training that you are undergoing. This is the apprenticeship card. And I do feel that for some people, this is some kind of new career path. And you're putting your all into it. You're doing your best. You're not just kind of mailing it in, so to speak. But part of it is getting clear on what you want. And it's hard because you may have opposing forces that are telling you, go in this direction, or, that's the old paradigm, is that we have to compete and we have to walk all over people to get what we want to be successful. That's not the 5D mentality. So when you know exactly what you came here to do, you can move forward and everything. This is also a great money card that, you can also be financially blessed as well. All right, that's what I have for you, Capricorn. I hope that this resonated. If you would like a private reading, be it astrology, the tarot, both, you can click on the link below to see all the different offers I have, including my deep dive double astrological readings, which are an hour of natal chart interpretation and an hour of transits for the upcoming 12 months for a special price. Find out about that and other readings at the link below. Thanks for watching. Bye.